So it's halftime of the Charleston Southern at Clemson football. Halftime score. How many times can I say halftime there? Right now, Charleston Southern. Um, Clemson's beating Charleston Southern 24-17. Now, let me put this into perspective for some of you out there who pulls for Clemson. Not to the point of you love the Tigers like I love the Tigers. No, you're like that person who, if a family member commits a crime, I don't know, goes in and shoots up a gas station, hits an old woman over the head and takes her pocketbook and runs off. Well, they're my kin and blood, and I'm going to take up for them. It's like, yeah, if you really love them, you should turn them into the police and hope that they correct how terrible they are, because that's what true love is. All that other stuff is just, well, stupidity. Clemson looks absolutely dejected. That's the best way that I can put it. I've had some of you come on my channel within the past few days and tell me that you're about sick of me. Why? Because I tell the truth. You know, if you want to fix a problem, you have to get down to the truth. The truth is, Clemson looks bad. Clemson looks dejected. Oh, we need to stand up and support them. No, you need coaches who are paid ungodly money to coach a game to step up and do their flipping job. Or they don't need to have their job. Remember, if you do bad and I do bad at my job, we get fired. And I'll guarantee that the vast majority of everyone who's watching this video doesn't even nearly make as much as they do per year. And listen, I'm a card-carrying capitalist. I hope to make a ton of money one day. Now, I don't worship money, but it takes money to live, especially in these inflated prices. My God. I'm driving on vacation tomorrow, and I've got to go fill up my tank tonight. I don't want to even think about it. There's nothing wrong with making money. It's annoying when someone is paid a lot of money and they're not producing. Clemson, Cade Klubnik threw a pick six. And folks, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to take up for Cade Klubnik. Cade Klubnik has been the least prepared quarterback by our coaching staff. And I'm going to go through this because the vast majority of the people who will pass along this video probably doesn't know the truth about Clemson quarterback preparation. So I'm going to throw this out there for you. I'm going to go all the way back to Taj Boyd and Kyle Parker. Taj Boyd at the time was probably, if not, I pretty much guarantee you, the top quarterback Clemson had ever signed in the history of Clemson recruiting football. They got him out of Virginia. We couldn't believe we got him. I mean, it's like, wow, what happened? He sat behind Kyle Parker. But Clemson still worked him in when they could. They gave him some game experience. The weight of the team was not on his shoulders. Do you not get that? But he still got experience. Move forward. Deshaun Watson sat behind Cole Stout. But they still worked him in. He didn't have the team on his shoulders trying to fix it. Now, of course, we know that he won the job, then he got hurt. Who knows what would have happened that season, but who knows? You know, it is what it is. Michael Fornbacher, I see you there. I'm going to come to you. Thank you, buddy, for supporting the channel, my friend. I'm going to get to you in a second, but I'm on a rant. You know me. When I get on a rant, I have to finish it. My head will be hurting. Kelly Bryant sat behind Deshaun Watson, but I know there's a common theme here. I know. It's shocking. It is flipping shocking. I know. It's crazy.
We're at the threshold of hell.
Exactly. Kelly Bryant sat behind Deshaun Watson, but they still worked him in because they knew that if you want to get a guy ready, whether it's at quarterback or running back or whatever, you have to give him experience. They still did it. You know it. I know it. We saw the fruit of it, whether it was at DB, QB, RB, offensive tackle. Trevor sat behind Kelly Bryant, but they worked him in. We know what happened there. DJ even sat behind Trevor, but they still worked him in. Cade Klubnik, they didn't do that to him. Cade looks like a right out of high school freshman because that's basically what he is. No offense, Cade. I'm actually pulling for you, pal. I'm advocating for you. Coaching staff did no justice to that young man. I'm sorry. Once again, there's some of you who's come on my channel and go, you don't sound like a Clemson fan. What am I supposed to do? Hey, I'm proud of my boys. No matter what they do today, I'm going to pull for them. Please, go read TigerNet and get your fill there. I'm going to tell the truth here. They did nothing. If you really care about the football team, you should feel sorry for those players. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for every one of them. I feel sorry for their parents, for their guardians. I feel sorry for their football coaches that believed that they were going to go to Clemson. They were going to get coached up so they could make it to the NFL. I feel sorry for them. This is terrible. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to honor someone who's been very good. Michael Fornbacher. Michael, you added your flipping picture. Whoa. I am so done watching. It wasn't too long ago. We'd be beating this team by 35 at halftime. Not throwing the long ball anymore. Not going to lose sleep to watch anymore. Michael, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel, my friend. $10. You supported the channel. And by the way, folks, if you want to support the channel for free, my analytics, and by the way, I've only had this channel up for like a year. I have grown so quick, it's ridiculous. In YouTube years, it's ridiculous. If you want to support the channel for free, seriously, please subscribe. I'm a nobody in his bonus room. Remember, Clemson cares less about me. Clemson local media, they think I'm a joke, although behind everybody's back, they tell anybody who is a personality to stay away from me and a few others, which you know what that means. That means that we actually have an audience. It's funny. Thank you, Michael. If you want to support the channel on a monthly basis, you can do it for either $3 or $5 per month. You won't even notice it, you know, or a super chat like my good friend here, Michael, who's been supporting the channel. Thank you, Michael. I really do appreciate it. Got Parker in here. Chase is at the game. Chase has the best seats in the house. Cade's still making freshman's mistakes because he was not given the opportunity to make those mistakes last year. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's his. Once again, the least prepared quarterback in probably the past 10 years. Not because of him, but because we have gotten away from our identity. I'm sorry. If you want to come on here and tell me that I'm terrible and that I'm awful and I'm not a true Clemson fan because I actually want to fix the problem instead of going, go Tigers. Hi, go Tigers. Hi, go Tigers. Good to see you, Tigers. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. And unless you say anything other than go Tigers and they're my team, I mean, my goodness. I feel sorry for the players right now. That beautiful tiger walk that a few weeks ago I posted a video of it. It is wonderful. I really, really feel bad for the players who had to walk into that stadium today and walk into this mess. I feel bad for the recruits who has committed to this team and still watching this mess. And if they have not signed a letter of intent, I hate to tell you folks, they're going to decommit. I wouldn't decommit because I'm all in. All in on what? Go look at our roster. Go look at how many 4- and 5-star players we have. And if you really care about Clemson, you should feel sorry for them. And instead of coming on here and tell me how awful I am, and I've seen this on the Clemson football Instagram, somebody said, the players care. Exactly, the players do care. Those young men care. They're not getting paid $350, $450 to up to $1.7 million, up to $11 million to play this game, even if they have an NIL deal. I feel sorry for the players. I really do. I feel bad for you guys. Please don't leave. You should. And I'm not a quitter. A lot of you don't know my personal story, and some of you would make fun of it just for the heck of it. But I had to make a lot of changes in my life. And it was tough. It almost drove me into the ground. So when you talk about tough decisions and you talk about sticking in for the long haul, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if there's anyone who understands it, it's me. I really get it. It's tough to change. It is tough to focus on the goal. It's tough. It really, really is. But with these guys who has the ability to hit the transfer portal, I don't blame them if they do. It's not because they're bad Clemson players or they don't love the university. They have a future to look out for. They have children to look out for in the future. They have a wife to look out for in the future. And what I'm seeing out of Clemson against this game, and no offense to Charleston Southern, but they're a teeny tiny school in Charleston, and they come out up here and they are giving us a run for our money. Folks, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Gerald Higgins says, Cade's been playing quarterback for a long time. Stop making excuses. Sorry, the college game's totally different. Gerald, I appreciate you being here, but you're totally wrong. I just laid out the hierarchy and the timeline of all the quarterbacks who had been successful at Clemson and how they sat behind other quarterbacks and how they were worked in to acclimate them to the game because the speed's different, the reads are different, the decision-making is different. If you don't get that, I'm sorry, sir. You're wrong. This is not Cade. This is everybody. That's a coach. I want to go on down here. Chase says, I'm at the game and the sideline looks flat. Remember, we were talking about it the other night. People everywhere has said that when Clemson came out of the tunnel at halftime at Duke, something wasn't right. Bailey P., please don't jump off the top deck. The hard take. Hard take, hey, I've been watching you some. and somebody told me about you, and I wasn't trying to ignore them, but a lot of people do reach out to me at times, and I'm going to be honest, since this is not my full-time gig, it's hard to stay on top of things, but everybody check out the hard take. I appreciate him. Bailey P., I'm at the game. I'm going to tell you right now, the atmosphere just doesn't feel the same. Crowd is not happy. Thank you Bailey P., thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. A lot of people's come on here and they're like, hey, why you take time to thank people for supporting my channel when I'm a nobody? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bailey P. I'd imagine that things are quite flat there. Angie Ledbetter. Angie Ledbetter, I tell you this, Angie, you always talk some really good trash about the Bulldogs, and I appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. Angie comes on here, man. She's firing darts. I'm like, dadgummit, shut up. But thanks, Angie. Best is the standard. Hey, from another supporter, Chase Henderson is a supporter of the channel. He is subscribed to the channel. Jesus loves you. This is rough. This is Aaron. Aaron, one of my oldest subscribers. Aaron, thanks for the comment. That's truly true. I mean, it's the truth, unfortunately. We're going to go on down here. JR Boy, is the coaching staff that's what's causing the team to fall off. If it was one season, we would just say that it's kind of off. If it was 2 seasons, we would say, this is actually season number 4. This is season number 4. The last season that Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne was there, they were so good, they covered up the complacent offensive play calling. I've said this 100 times. Please trust me on this. Thank you for supporting the channel, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Tiger Paul Craven says, hard take is a good dude. Getting on down here. There's various comments in here. Right now, Clemson's about to start. In fact, they're probably starting. You're probably about to watch the game. 24-17. 24-17, Clemson over Georgia, not Georgia, Charleston. I wish it was Georgia. Georgia Southern's actually probably better than this team. Charleston Southern. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm shutting up. I'm going to go downstairs and watch the game. I've got a pack. And Mason, by the way, I love that. Transfer portal isn't going to fix this. Play calling discipline just seems absolutely atrocious. Yeah, you're right. The truth is that this is on coaching. This is on coaching. Donnie Meekins, Donnie, I've read your comments and you've come after me, and I won't say come after me. That sounds too aggressive. I don't care what happens. Dabo has earned his time to fix this. Good, Donnie. In about 5 years, when we're sub 500, I guess you'll realize what I was saying 5 years earlier was actually right. I'm sorry. If they're going to pay you that much money, you shouldn't be this bad. So, folks, you take care of yourself. I'll try to have a post-game reaction. I'm actually packing to go to the beach. So I will leave tomorrow morning. I'll have a good time, but I will be doing videos from the beach. And it seems like the hurricane's going to meet us, but miss us. Anyway, folks, if you want to support the channel, there's 160 of you in here. If you have not supported the channel, just before you leave, it's free. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to support it on a monthly basis, I have a $3 and a $5 tier. Now, if you're on your iPhone, you won't see this. But if you're on any other device, you'll be able to support the channel. And look, I'm just some dude in a bonus room who loves my Tigers. I actually do love them. That's why I'm so flipping irritated and hurt. I feel bad for the players. I actually care for the team. It's just, man. So anyway, do that or a super thanks. I do appreciate it. Thanks for all the super thanks. Thanks for everybody who's watching. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to watch the game. Folks, it's good to see you. Do we need to start working in our backup? Parker, the truth is, if they're not going to coach him up any better than what they've done for Cade, I don't know, man. I don't think it's Cade. It's the guys who are paid a lot of money to make things happen, and they're not doing it. So we at least need to get him involved so we don't do to him what we've done to Cade. So y'all be good. I'll catch you after the game.